this one too much.
It's like almost identical to my pants.
Yeah.
Put my leg up by your arm.
Yeah. I like your shirt as well.
Well, thank you.
Very hypnotic.
It's a cool design, but I've worn it so much and washed it so much, like this collar won't stop doing this. So can't really wear it at shows or
That like 70s, 80s look.
very much so. Yeah.
Hey, that might play at shows with older people.
Well, maybe they both were, but now it's like this guy's just a schlub.
Very cool.
But I'm yeah. So as long as we keep doing these on Thursdays, that's the day I go into the office now. And Jeremy, when I walked in, he was like, "Oh, got you going to the office," like it was a bad thing, and I was like, "Yeah." And then urinated, and on the way back, I was like, "Yeah, went to the office today, and going in Thursdays," and he was like, "Oh, but you probably like that though, huh?" And it's like, "Yeah." Had lunch with folks. Went to a sushi place. And yeah, I went in last week and folks were asking me, like, without even knowing me, like, "Hey, you got this problem, we got this situation, what do you think about this?" And I do like it. So, yeah.
Can't believe you're not management yet. You just look and act like a manager. Or a director.
Just, I think this is the case across, like, all sales, or, like, the salespeople have certainly more, like, earning potential than the sales
for sure.
Yeah. So, I'll definitely do this till, not only am I financially safe, but I can also, maybe do some things for some other people, and then, yeah, maybe do management.
Very cool, very cool.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, going to the office once a week. It's great.
Nice. We didn't do one of these last week, did we?
No, last week I went straight from the office to Costco.
I'm trying to remember why we wouldn't have done one.
Jeremy Cook was scared.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was staying elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're back. We got college football on tonight.
Oh, we're so back.
And all this weekend.
I have been so into, obviously, our commissioner duties.
Mm.
Finally got the commemorative, I guess by the time this comes out, everybody will have them.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about it months and months ago. But every year... No, that's not true. Super recently, since the 10-year anniversary,
Yeah.
and this is year 12, we want to make sure everybody gets something at the end of the year to commemorate the year that was. So obviously the first place person's getting that beautiful, gorgeous, gotta have a trophy. But last year, I remember it was around Christmas because it was still cold, I got these Tyrannosaurus Rex plywood cutout things.
Mm-hmm.
And spray painted them different colors based on where you finished, and just hand wrote in gold or silver or something like Tyrannosaurus Rex, where you finished, what your record was, and the year at the bottom. I think that was it. So I've got one. Ash has one.
I have one.
Yeah, everybody has one. What we're doing for now on, I think we're in agreement that, like, this should be just the standard.
What we're sending out this year?
Yeah.
I think it's open to change. I don't know if we have to be, like, married to it, but it's not a bad thing. So if we do it again, that's cool.
We jumped on the AI art bandwagon, and wish it was as simple as just typing in the team name and letting AI go nuts. Did that for a few, but want to keep some, like, football, oftentimes some T-Rex reference in there. But everybody got AI art of their team, produced by whatever, and then on the side their record and all of that information. So printed that out in 8x10s, and we also have an official league sticker, of which I still have a few dozen. Maybe in like 2 years I'll have to reorder some more. And I think it was not a lot of money for stickers. That was a good idea. So I mailed out, I think Monday, everybody's AI art project and their sticker. So this is certainly the Brian in San Antonio and the Woodlands folks, Tom and Tony. They certainly have those in the mail by now. Not sure about East Coast Lauren, West Coast Abby, but
Middle America.
the Iowa
George.
Syndicate. I'm definitely going to keep calling them the Iowa Syndicate.
Where's mine?
I guess it's in my house still.
I would be the last one to get it.
Yep.
It'll be closest one to you.
Yep. Well, I mean, Ash has hers in the gym already.
Yeah.
I was really proud of Ashley's. But Friday on the Facebook group, put the Zoom information out on the Facebook group already, sent out the email. But Friday, I'll put everybody's. Should have gotten these by now. Here they are, because Facebook is like our system of record.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty proud of them. I like how they came out.
Yeah.
Certainly digitally, I like how they came out. Getting them into 8x10 printed photos was so much more difficult than it should have been. Because I told the PowerPoint slide, be these dimensions, did all the art, never came out right. I had to tweak and add like a border to the top and bottom, and part of the extreme left end is cut out, and for most of them it didn't matter, and then a couple of them it did, so I had to adjust that. But it'll be better next year, and at least digitally, the perfect version is going to be on the Facebook group.
Very cool.
Yeah. And then my favorite part is that it's sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Just do something similar, and the AI thing does most of the work, and then whatever lessons learned in printing these things. And then everybody have like a physical copy that frame it, don't frame it, I don't care. The point is that there's that commemoration of your year. So anytime you want to go and look, how bad was I 2 years ago?
Yeah. I tried using AI to do some art for me recently to no success at all.
It's not. I mean, at least what did you use? OpenAI?
I used a bunch.
Okay.
I probably used that as well.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a lot easier than it was.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I think it's better at less specific things, but I was trying to use it to come up with kind of like a logo picture for my team for Corey and Jamie's league. Because I thought like, oh, here's two things, just put them in the picture together. No, I couldn't do it. So I ended up doing it on my own in Paint, and it took way too long. I had to like zoom all the way in and like pixel by pixel all the way around the one image I was putting over another image. I had to just go through and like color match the pixel next to it from the background picture, and then add it in. I think it looks cool though. My Daffy Duck pinup next to a World War II bomber plane.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I thought it was good. The doing stuff in Paint, like that's why I stopped doing. That's why we started doing the videos. Was so it's like 90 minutes between the two of us. Boom, a video, which is a cooler product than me spending hours doing like stupid stuff in Paint, and then like it taking too long and me like starting to hate it. So like halfway through a season, stopping doing it. Yeah, for me, I noticed that you always had to put like American football or NFL football, or it'll poop out soccer balls.
Yeah. Yeah, art. Hopefully it gets easier through the years. Just tell it a couple things and it does it better, but it's still a better artist than I am.
Yeah, some of the art was like first time gorgeous and done. Like Stephanie's was like that. Ashley's was like that. I added an element in PowerPoint, but the picture itself, I was like, this is awesome. This is hysterical. This is exactly what I wanted. I don't know if you remember, like I sent you all of the when they were finished. Yeah, I really liked Ashley's.
I don't really remember any of them hardly, other than kind of remember mine.
Ashley really likes mine. Yeah. I mean, I could go on, but I want to talk about it, but we're not gonna. Football.
Yep.
I didn't even know. I didn't, like, usually I'm so psyched for, like, that first, like, week 0 of college football, where it's, like, nobody teams. I didn't know that there was a game in Ireland last weekend. And USC, like, everybody's watching Caleb Williams because he's the presumed number 1 draft pick next year for whoever, Arizona, what other team is thinking, maybe the Bucks.
Yeah. Then tonight we got Florida versus Utah.
Didn't know.
Number 14 Utah playing tonight against unranked Florida. And then it all starts on Saturday. We got the main league draft on Sunday. We got Corey and Jamie's league draft on Saturday, and I've got my Michigan Cousins draft on Monday.
I've got 2 drafts on Sunday, and then the Facebook group one that you dropped out of is on Monday, and that was herding cats. Like, one guy I invited, and he was like, yeah, I'll do it. I was like, okay, are you sure? Because I want to lock this down. Yeah, I'll do it. 10 days go by and he still hadn't joined. And then somebody else joined and we had an odd number. And I was like, well, I know what to do. Kicked him out of the chat. And he was like, hey, is the league not happening? I was like, no, I locked things down. We've got 10 people, we're good. He was like, oh. Well, I didn't know. I was like, you definitely knew. I definitely told you like 3 times to get in the league. But he was like, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, he shouldn't care that much if he didn't care enough to actually click a few buttons.
Yeah. So I got rid of the guy that was probably going to stop paying attention after week 3 anyways.
Yeah. Although I'm always a big fan of those guys. Because either they're easy wins or they do something stupid and win the whole thing.
Yeah. The guy that joined last was like... I was surprised that the guy who joined last, he was both like, yeah, I definitely want to be in it. And I'm going to be a lackluster participant, and it's a $30 league. And I was like, are you sure? He was like, yeah, definitely, but just be prepared for, lack of performance. I was like, okay, I mean, it's your money.
I mean, it's always good to have some of those, especially in money leagues.
I am delighted with how my early drafts have all shaped out. The only thing that's at risk is Cooper Kupp in one of my leagues. He had a hamstring injury earlier that re-aggravated today.
Oof.
So he might just be on the downward spiral, which means that all the Rams are just, they're not going to put up points, so they're not going to have a run game, so they're just going to implode.
And that's why I don't like to draft that early.
That's the only person, and I have so many other, I have Josh Jacobs on that team too. I've got so many, I'm going to early draft from now on because that being the only issue out of 5 teams that are all stacked.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I feel you.
But I guess the proof will be in the pudding at the end of the year.
In the pudding. Oh, I can't stop yawning today.
Oh, me and Ash too. It was a sleepy day. I don't think I realized until 11 a.m. that I might be a little hungover. There's this lime vodka that I got that I put in my teas.
Yeah.
So for me, usually I drink margaritas.
Yeah.
But what I like to do is have sweet tea, and that'll be my simple syrup. So I'll have majority margarita and then a little sweet tea. It's like an Arnold Palmer and a margarita. And then sometimes I do the reverse of whenever I'm having a sweet tea, no alcohol, I'll put a little margarita mix in there, make it, add a little tang to it. But the third thing that never turns out well is if I have sweet tea and put in, it's almost always too much of that lime vodka.
Yeah.
So then it's like a lime tea, and you can't hardly taste the vodka. And I always drink way more than I mean to. And, going to bed, I still had some left, and I was, just struggling to finish it. So I was just, the last thing I drank was something with vodka in it, and then just fell asleep and didn't have any water or anything like that. And was pretty sluggish this morning, and then it was sometime around 10 or 11. I'm I think I'm dehydrated. Why am I so dehydrated?
That's silly.
Yeah, but it wasn't I got drunk or anything and just drank more alcohol than water.
Yeah.
And I'm 37.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got my butt kicked today at PT.
Yeah?
I mean, we're really ramping things up with the arm. Started doing this thing today where, like, put my arm against, like, a wall and then, like, kind of use it to, like, slide it, my hand up as far as I can and down.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it, like, 80% of the way up. But it was hard. Like, it felt like I was, like, on a bench press trying to do a personal best after a long day. Like, it was, like, struggling to push it up. And in my mind, I was just yelling my arm. I was like, you bitch, go higher. I know you can go higher than that. I don't care how much this is uncomfortable. You're going to go up. Keep going. And it was funny because my therapist was, like, watching and, like, counting my reps and whatnot, making sure my form was right because you don't want to, like, lean your body, like you want
Use
it
your back instead of your...
all to come from the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I wasn't getting it, but then like I figured it out, and she was like kind of counting my reps, and on one of them, after I kind of figured it out what was going on, I get to the top of where I had been going, and she's like, and back down, and I was like, hold on 1 second. I was like, yeah! And I go up like 6 more inches, and she's like, holy crap, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so yeah, that's ramping up, getting more. I mean, still not the range of motion I wish I had at this point, but we're getting there.
Are you still calling you a rock star?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'm kicking butt, working hard. I mean, I don't, like, just the thought of not having full function on my arm for the rest of my life is just kind of like lit a fire under me with it. Like, I'm doing everything at home. I'm icing it down all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I try real hard when I'm there. I pay attention. Because there's a lot of stuff I need this arm to do still.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of big plans for the old lefty.
Old lefty.
It's funny because I refer to my arms lefty and righty to my therapist when I'm in there. Like, I was talking to her today about how 2 weeks from today I'll be in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like giving me tips about traveling with like a bum arm and stuff, and she's like, the biggest thing is just worrying about like just trying not to carry too much weight like too soon or just unexpectedly.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's all right. Old righty's still pretty freaking strong. We'll be all right. I can carry anything I need with just one arm.
Yeah.
She just laughed. 'Cause, I mean, old righty is pretty strong. So.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So that's going pretty good.
That's right around the corner, man.
It's 2 weeks.
Old Colorado. I'm so glad I switched over to this other position, because I mean, this is the crazy time of year for federal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I was thinking when I was like, yeah, the mid-September is a good idea to go away from work for a week. But now it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I am so looking forward to it.
Me too.
You saw Jeremy sent us a email from Bill.
I did.
Oh,
Me and Jared walked through the whole email together.
nice.
He had like 15 or so bullet points of like just tips and stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny, like 3 or 4 of them were drink water.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just said differently.
yeah. And one of them I feel like was written like directly for you. And it was like, if you try to take a selfie with any wildlife, including all these different kinds of animals, you're an idiot. And I was like, oh my god, Nathan's going to be chasing all the animals around.
I don't think I would take I would definitely have, like, you guys take a picture of me, like, trying to jump on a bear or a moose or something. But, like, I'm not, like, stupid. I'm going to keep my eyes and hands, where they need to be.
I mean, don't have it behind you and you're just like trying to pose for
No,
it.
yeah, no. Yeah. I keep the thing in front of me and then under me.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, I am gonna definitely ride a moose.
You're gonna die.
I can't.
I mean, just remember how like remote we're gonna be. Like an ambulance to get to where we're gonna be, or like getting you to a hospital. It could be like hours.
Yeah. The further away, the more animals there are, Kelly.
I guess I can't really argue with that.
Are we gonna do one of these there on Thursday
Uh,
or Friday or Saturday? Or
I mean-
only to cap it, like Sunday morning, like we did at the beach house.
I mean, maybe the only thing is it was easier to do at the beach house because we drove and this microphone isn't tiny.
Did we do it on our phone?
No. I had this microphone and this computer.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I still haven't fully decided how I'm packing stuff yet.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well then let's. I mean, let's do it Monday. Because I totally agree. It's not light. It's not small.
it's not mine either, so if it breaks, like, I'm in trouble.
Ash and I have been like sort of doing an itinerary for our 2 days there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a street called Larimer,
Mm-hmm.
and she's found a cidery and places where she can eat.
Yeah.
I am 100% gonna get some Rocky Mountain oysters and eat them.
I mean,
I don't know if that's something you fry, but if they fry them, I'm gonna eat fried ones.
why? I guess just to say you did.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Sheep's brains, cow tongue.
I heard you're not supposed to eat brains, or is that just human brains?
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't eat human brains. You can eat cow brains though. People who eat brains.
Well, I know they do, but I thought I read something that like there's some I don't know.
Are you thinking of the word prions?
I'm not thinking of any specific word. I don't remember what the problem was.
Animals aren't supposed to eat themselves, so that's like how you get mad cows, like feeding cows to cows.
Mm.
However the fuck that happened. Because it does something. Feed animal to animal, ? Prions. And prions are bad.
Okay. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I don't know why or where I've been reading about people eating human brains. But
Yeah.
I've got a lot of weird info in my head. So.
Listener, keep coming for more Dr. Pieper.
Oh. So Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah, on Larimer.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, we'll see botanical gardens, and then Estes, Rocky Mountain National Park, but getting in through a town that I used to stop at every time I would go to the YMCA's Snow Mountain Ranch. So that's going to be fun memories for me. Ash already has her passport book packed,
Mm-hmm.
which is, I love getting a picture of her doing that. I mean, there's one picture in particular that makes me smile every time. I smile when I'm thinking about it.
That's hilarious. She has stuff packed already.
Oh, yeah. She's got anxiety for not being all the way packed already. I've started knowing what clothes I'm going to wear.
I'm still gonna probably like wear all the clothes I own and wash them 2 times before we go.
Mm-hmm.
So my planning is pretty easy.
Yeah.
I just gotta find my hoodie.
I've got those shirts that are the Costco Eddie Bauer, the Costco Eddie Bauer long sleeve. They're like thermal-ish.
Mm.
I've got 3 of those. I'm definitely gonna take those. Maybe these pants.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. I don't think I told you or Ashley yet. I told Jeremy, but something else I'm taking with me on this trip is I bought a little mini urn, and I'm gonna take some of my mom's ashes, and I'm gonna put them out in Colorado because that was like her favorite place in the world, and she loved the mountains.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
She lived in Colorado, like I think Colorado Springs, for a few years before she married my dad, and she always just talked about how much she loved it, and it was just so awesome. And it's probably why I love mountains so much now too.
Yeah.
So, it's real cute. You'll see it.
Good.
But that's something that I've been wanting to do that ever since she passed, because I knew that, like, that's probably where she'd want her ashes.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time now too, like, I don't think like my brother would never want to part with all of her ashes. Like he wants a part of, like she lives with him in her big urn there, and I kind of want to like my own to like hang on to.
Sure.
So I'm gonna kind of split it up and just do what needs to be done with it.
Check out.
But that should be probably cry my eyes out, but kind of a cathartic kind of way.
Mm-hmm. You'll have the people that love you there.
Yeah.
The magic of the mountains. Like, I've wanted to go back for so long, and I've been getting so excited, and every time I'm like, man, I'm remembering it wrong. Maybe it's not going to be all that it was. I'm like, nah. I cannot wait.
I mean, I've been waiting for a trip like this my entire life. Because as much as I love mountains, I've never really been in them. Like, the only time I've ever really been around on a mountain was when we went to Seattle, when we went up Mount Rainier.
Drove up a mountain. Definitely experienced, like, all of driving up a mountain.
But even then, we didn't spend extended periods of time there. But I still have memories ingrained from that few-hour trip up and down that mountain because it was just some of the most incredible views I've ever seen in my life. And
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I've talked about it before on this podcast, but I definitely have talked about it before with you. But I don't know if it's because I'm a big person and usually everything in my day-to-day life is too small for me or just like smaller than I'd like it to be. Like sinks are really low, like toilets could be taller, like just all that kind of stuff. I gravitate toward large things, very large things. Like I love looking out at the ocean. That makes me happy. Like when we went to the Grand Canyon, that was the first time I think besides seeing an ocean that I saw something proper big.
Yeah.
And I was just I felt at home. And then when we went up into those mountains in Seattle, like I was like, this is why have I been stuck my entire life in Texas? Like this is where my heart is. This is where my soul should be. Like I'm not happy when I'm not around that stuff. And that's another real reason I want to move to somewhere like that, because I think where you're located has a lot to do with how you feel and your outlook and how much you want to do things. And with me, I think we even talked about it last time, like just it being so hot. I love the outdoors. I want to be outdoors all the time, but with my hatred and inability to deal with heat, I don't work here. It doesn't work here. And during the summer, I just get depressed. I just hate everything. Going outside is just horrible.
It's a reverse seasonal depression.
It is. And I've actually looked it up. That is a real thing. Like people do get depressed in the summertime if they're in like a hot climate and they're just, that's not their personality. I mean, there's a lot more people that prefer the hot to the cold, but I'm definitely on the
when they're saying that, are they like that prefer not being cold? Because I doubt they're imagining, yeah, I prefer 110 degrees for 4 months on end. I doubt that's what they mean.
Yeah, but it's also like, people would be like, I would prefer 4 months of 110 degrees than a few months of really cold. And then, I guess that's the thing too, like, I don't want to go like Arctic. I don't want to have like months without the sun and being sub-zero temperatures for months on end. Like, that's a lot.
No, the car's out of gas. Now I have no fingers.
Right.
Right.
That's that kind of stuff. Like, your car breaks down and you just freeze to death and die. But just what we're living in here now is not compatible with me. So, yeah, going up to the mountains. I mean, the only thing is I am worried that it's gonna suck just because my body might not take to the low oxygen altitude. But I mean, I'm gonna do everything I possibly can to mitigate it. I'm gonna drink all the water. I'm gonna buy supplemental oxygen so I can hit that if I need to. I'm gonna do everything I possibly can, because it'd be real hard for me to live out in the mountains some point if I can't breathe up there.
Well, I mean, inevitably you adapt, but we're only going to be there.
Yeah, a few days. Yeah. But I'm not so worried that I'm letting it, like, give me anxiety. I'm just hyper aware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cannot wait for that.
Rental cars lined up. We got the cabin.
The only thing we don't have is flipping our reservation for Casa Bonita.
Ugh.
Which I never in a million years would have thought we would have gotten to this point, and it's still not a thing that we can get.
Yeah.
Because they first started, they first opened their quote-unquote slow open, I think, in May.
May, yeah.
So all of June, all of July, all of August.
Might be 6 months. They might not go full tilt until November.
They can't even figure it out by then. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. I worked in a restaurant, like...
Yeah.
I don't understand what part of it is keeping them, like, are they not staffed enough? Is it, like, logistics? Can they not get enough product to do the numbers they're built to do? Mm-hmm. Have they still not actually finished building, so there's only certain areas open?
That's what I kind of think is, like, renovation related, not food and people related.
I mean, I don't know. It's just...
There's been incremental improvements or changes in the website.
I've noticed that. I think maybe a week ago or something, I noticed that, like, when you hit the ellipses or whatever, drop down, and you hit the tickets, it, like, takes you to a screen where it's like you can choose either, like, small group, like 1 to 8 tickets, click this button, or large groups, click this button. And when I saw that, I was like, holy shit, it's time. I click it, and then it just takes me back to that same ass page. Yeah. That's like, yeah, sign up for our newsletter. We're choosing whoever. And then, like, I started digging into it so much deeper. And apparently once you get the email that, like, you were chosen to go ahead and buy tickets or whatever, then it becomes a whole other thing, too, because that's just your availability to do it. They're still not, like I said, they're not up to speed enough to where every day, like, maybe they'll post another day, like, 10 days out, and, like, they'll just kind of go and stuff like that. So if you're not on there right when they release that next day, it's going to get fully booked up by people who already been sent the thing to, hey, you can now book. So even if we were to, like, right now get the email to, like, hey, you're now selected to, you can book tickets and go to this page and select whatever day, time you want. I don't know if we'd even be guaranteed to get any time while we'll be there.
What if we went there right now and it was like 100% ready?
What do you mean?
Like if we go to the website and like it's buy these tickets and you click it and it actually is like...
You know, I check it twice a day.
Damn it.
I don't know if I checked it this morning. I don't know if I've checked it this afternoon. But... I mean, we can check it right now. But it's like I have a morning routine of stuff I do on my phone, and this has entered the routine. It's like my morning routine with my phone is do the Wordle of the day, now and then go to Casa Bonita, and then I go to Facebook just to see if anybody from my past has tried to reach out to me.
Nice. I gotta figure out a Wordle routine because I've fallen off.
Still the same.
Sorry, bud.
I mean, I'll be alright. That's not gonna, like, totally ruin the trip, but it was funny how it was kind of like such a big pillar of the trip for us this whole time.
And we definitely assumed when we started talking about this that months would go by and it'd be good to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still holding out a little hope, but not a lot. Not a ton.
I think the only thing left to discuss, oddly microphone related, is that it was remarkably easy for all four of us to start playing Baldur's Gate 3 together.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for the listener, if you don't know, Baldur's Gate is it's on its third iteration over 20 or 30 years of, hey, there's this thing called Dungeons and Dragons. What if it was a video game? And yeah, there's other teams or games that are in like fantasy settings, but Baldur's Gate is literally like, no, what are the rules? Let's convert that into video game play, turn-based video game play, and it's neat.
Yeah. I'm still kind of torn how I feel about it so far.
Yeah.
I think we just got to get into it a little further, and then we'll see. Because I mean, the thing is, it's not my kind of game. Like, RPGs like, and then just the style of it, like that overhead camera. Just never liked those games. Like, but I think there's potential.
It's nice that we can like talk to each other, and Ash and I aren't wearing headsets or anything.
Yeah.
It's just the audio's coming out of the computer, and because of the mic setting, you can't hear the computer. And we're just talking like we talk.
Yeah. That's also... I've always been kind of on edge about games where I'm like actually talking to live people.
Well, that's why it's great that it's like turn-based, because it's not like Halo or anything like that where it's all real time. That is also frustrating to me.
Yeah. That gets real intense.
But it's fun creating a character. I got my big paladin guy, which I'm a big fan of.
Very cool.
Ash gets to be a demon-looking thing.
Yeah. Pretty sweet.
Tail and all.
I'm just a normal white dude.
With magical powers.
Yeah, I got magic. But in terms of looking different, I don't know, it's just... none of the other things really spoke to me. You want to rip off a quick KQC?
As long as it's quick.
I think it should be quick. Let's give it a shot.
Here we go.
Because out and about, I've started seeing the shelves stocked with Halloween-related stuff. I figured we'd go ahead and declare today that since it's 2 months out, we're officially in spooky season.
Spooky season. We definitely started watching WandaVision as part of spooky season.
Nice.
And we've been watching Star Trek Voyager, and it just happens to be on a spooky episode.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we've been spooky season for a bit.
I mean, hey, do you. I'm just... Today I'm declaring it officially spooky season.
September 1st Eve. Let's go.
Alright. There's 5 distinct types of Halloween people. Here's which one you are. Let's find out. Question 1. What month do you think people should start getting excited for Halloween season?
I'm going to say August.
I'll say August because I think August 31st is the day. It's not September 1st. So it's right on the edge. Did it choose? Yeah, it chose. Okay, number 2. What is the best Halloween-themed movie? The Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween Town, Hocus Pocus, Twitches, The Addams Family, or Gilmore Girls? Yes, I know it's a show, but still.
I mean, for me, it's Hocus Pocus or The Addams Family.
Same. My number 1 is definitely Hocus Pocus.
I'll do Addams Family.
Okay. Next one. Which Halloween episodes of a show would you watch? Jesse, Friends, Modern Family, Gravity Falls. Halloween episodes aren't usually that good.
Dude, do you know about Modern Family and the Halloween episodes?
I guess not as I should.
That is an easy choice for me. They're great.
I mean, I don't even remember Friends Halloween episodes. Like, there's so many other shows I wish were on this list.
What is Gravity Falls?
I have no idea. I wish Community was on here.
Yeah!
I mean, you're going Modern Family. I'll just go Friends because it's the only other show I've seen. And I do disagree with the fact that I do think Halloween episodes are usually pretty good.
Heck yeah.
Like The Simpsons, Treehouse of Horrors. Like, how is that not on? This is already. I'm putting an asterisk by this.
Asterisk.
How would you decorate your house? Okay, there's not even. I can't. So.
Juan Silva. Okay, this is dumb.
Yeah, listener, just disregard this one. I'm just gonna pick one of these.
This is all visual.
Yeah. Alright, I got mine.
Was it the bottom right?
No, mine was the top right.
Alright, cool.
Okay. Which monster is your favorite? Ghost, zombie, vampire, werewolf, wicked witch, mummy.
I've always imagined Mummy being way more effort than it's worth. It's vampire for me. It's always been vampire.
Ghosts scare the shit out of me.
I'm a sexy Dracula.
Are you talking about for you? Like to be?
Yeah.
I thought it was just which monster in general.
It's both. Vampires are super dynamic.
I've been wanting to rewatch Interview with a Vampire recently.
Oh, it's so good.
It is very good.
I have a funny, inappropriate Interview with a Vampire story.
We'll take that off.
Yeah, I'll tell you afterwards.
Next one. How would you carve your pumpkin? Again, very visual, no words. It is funny though because we do carve pumpkins every year together, and
Heck yeah, we do.
the pumpkins on here kind of do look like something we've done before.
Right, this happens every time. There you go. It always locks up about halfway through. Well, it sends my answers to the FBI. All right.
Okay, which horror movie would you watch? Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wait, I gotta pick my.
I thought you did already.
No, that's Frozen.
So, all right.
Okay.
All right. Which horror movie would you watch? Halloween, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Trick or Treat, Friday the 13th, just whatever's on TV. I don't even know what Trick or Treat is. I'll go with Nightmare.
Friday the 13th for me.
All right. Sorry, Lester. I definitely need to vet these a little better. This one is which photo do you like best? And it's just 5 different Halloween type photos. I guess I can kind of describe them. There's one that looks like a person wearing a pumpkin on their head with smoke coming out. There's like a pumpkin around some candles with maybe twigs. Looks like a full moon through some trees, a skeleton in the screaming position, or just a couple carved pumpkins.
It's full moon through the trees for me. It's an orange full moon, listener.
Yeah. I think I like the guy wearing the pumpkin head.
Nice.
Which Halloween item is your favorite? Pumpkins, spiderwebs, fallen leaves, candy, rain.
That's a strong candy photo, though. It's candy. I don't even eat candy.
I think all these are pretty bad. I'm gonna do pumpkins, I guess.
Candy.
I'd love to do rain if it like regularly rained around Halloween, but we just don't get rain.
Yeah, what does rain have to do with it? Get out of here, rain.
What will you most likely be doing on Halloween night? Partying, trick-or-treating, watching a horror movie, working, hanging out with friends, sleeping the night away.
Like watching a horror movie. As I give candy to terrible children. Your children are terrible, everyone.
Yeah. I'll probably be hanging out with friends because I hang out with Jared like every night. And here we go. I even forgot what we were doing. There's 5 distinct types of Halloween people. Here's which one you are. I am Spooky Halloween.
Okay.
I love all things scary and horror related. I see every horror movie I can and love getting scared. I've had a vampire phase growing up and now I've dyed my hair black at least once. During Halloween, I'm binge watching the Conjuring movies while kids get scared at my killer porch decor.
How does it know about the Conjuring movies and that didn't come up once in all these pictures and options?
See, I honestly, I don't think this is me at all.
Alright, so...
I have dyed my hair black before, though.
When did you do that?
In, like, high school.
Huh.
Yeah. One of my yearbook pictures, it's black.
Okay. It's vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture it, but I keep picturing your brother.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Retro vintage Halloween. Sounds cool. You love the VHS horror movie aesthetic and basic slashers. Michael Myers is your favorite horror movie character. You live for the color orange and grainy film. That's not bad. Thriller is your Halloween anthem. Yep. And you took trick or treating way too seriously growing up. That's all pretty on. Yeah. I was definitely like, let's get out there as early as possible, let's stay out there as late as possible, let's hit as many houses as we can.
Well, at least it worked for one of us.
Cool.
All right. You got anything else?
I'm gonna go to Costco.
Roger that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go figure it out.
I mean, you said there's college football on tonight?
Yeah, I forgot to. I was looking at it earlier. I can't remember if it's supposed to start at 6 or 7.
Well, I hope it's closer to 7 than 6, because I will get some of that.
7. All right, that's it for today. Thank you all for listening. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends, and have a good one.
Happy September.